Hello. It's Wednesday. How's it going? Y'all know what Wednesday is. If you don't, well then why'd you click? Alright, so it is, yeah. We're doing these thumbnail live streams. And that's just what we do on Wednesdays. Usually I kick it off with a Twitter winner, but I don't have one this week, I guess. So, yeah. You know, last week we got through so freaking many. I'm thinking, like, why don't we just do that again? Where I just, like, roll through them. Cool? Somebody say, can you check? I mean, I'm not the one that runs it. Oh, first? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to roll through, at least for the first half. We're probably only going to do an hour today. I got a lot of stuff to handle. So, yeah, we'll just see how this goes. Anyway, also, in our, let me go ahead and share this. In our Discord, for those Boost members, we have a special room, a special channel called Thumbnails for John, and if you drop the link to your video, remember, to your video, then I will go through here in a bit and pick one out of there and take a look. But that's just for Boost members, so you could quickly sign up for Boost and get it in there. You'll probably have a better chance than the hundreds of people that submitted already. Well, maybe not hundreds, but you get the idea. Okay, so I haven't picked any. We're just gonna roll with this, okay? Let's start with gaming. And by the way, in the description, I guess I should have told you how this works. In the description, there's a link to gaming and non-gaming channels, okay? Just pick whatever one applies to you and then put a video link in there. And the video link is the thumbnail that I'm gonna check out, okay? Video link. If you put your channel link in there, I'm gonna skip it. If your channel pops up, I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip it, okay? Cool. All right, let's see here. Gonna pick a couple. This one looks neat. That one is a channel link. See, it's already happening. It is already happening. People are sending channel links in. Okay. These were from yesterday. Sorry, I'm picking like 4 or 5 that we're gonna roll through here. One looks interesting. This is like a big moment of like awkward silence, but y'all just gotta deal with it because I'm picking a bunch. This person didn't even put a link. Okay. Let's roll with these, okay? So first, we're going to
attacking the king is not the alien.
Chess on Fire. All right. Yeah, Chess on Fire. This is the thumbnail that they submitted. This plan wins the net rule. Okay. Okay, first of all, I love how simple this is. Like, simplicity always wins with thumbnails. Like, clarity is just, it's where it's at. But you put 2 things for me to understand. I would simplify it to 1. The net rule looks super interesting to me, and it's like here's the net rule. This wins. Okay, like only focus on 1, and I think that this thumbnail would perform a lot better. I've got something on the left here that is a little more confusing. I'm not like it takes extra thought this side. Like I have to understand what the rook is doing. And, but here it's like all the guys, they all go for the king. Like, and so that makes sense, I guess, but I'd have to click to like fully understand it. So, this plan wins. I would probably put like always wins, just those 2 words and an arrow pointing at this chessboard. That's what I would do. Okay. Let's roll to the next one. And like last week, I'm just going to roll through them as fast as possible, give you the advice that I'm going to give you, and some of them, I mean, it won't be as in-depth, but at least everybody will, well, not everybody, but a lot of people will get a chance. 1 second. We just got our Twitter winner sent in. So I will get to that here shortly. All right. Taking the leap. Dying light. Okay. You know, I think my biggest issue with this is just well, actually I got a couple. First, it's the quality. It's just really terrible quality. And from far away, I guess, 1 second. What is happening? Is my keyboard working? This is weird. My keyboard's not working. That's why. Okay. Yeah, from far away, I guess you could kind of see what it is. But, like, the is kind of cutting off his face, too. Also, the taking the leap is, like, there's not a whole lot of contrast to these letters. Let me show you what I mean. And neither is dying light, but we'll get to that here in a second. So if I was going to do, like, more high contrast letters, I would just do, like, this. What just happened? Everything is going so slow right now. And then you could add, like, a stroke around it, like just an outline or whatever. Depending on how you made it. If you made it, like, on a phone or something, they'll probably give you some options, like a drop shadow or something like that. And drop shadows can help in this situation, too. Like so. It's kind of annoying, because, like, I can't move it out of the way, but I do want you to see what I did. Whatever. Okay, there's the stroke. Here is the drop shadow. I'd probably make it a little bit sharper and closer and darker, something along those lines. See, this offers, like, so much more contrast compared to, like, the colors that you picked, and it's only the colors. So yeah, sometimes I would probably go with, like, I mean, that is super high contrast too. You picked yellow. I'd pick a brighter yellow, add an outline to it, and a little drop shadow, and look how much more that pops off of anywhere you put it, not just down there. So yeah, when you don't have much definition around your text, they skip right by it. That said, I don't think taking the leap is super interesting. Like, taking the leap, what is that? Oh, hardcore parkour. Okay, now it makes sense. Never mind. Taking the leap. Yeah, dude, I would just get a really clear picture of this image, and I would put him on the right third, which is right here, and then on the left I would put some sort of text. Maybe taking the leap isn't the best, but it's something. So hopefully that helps you out. I can't spend too much more time on it.
Minecraft trial has been a...
Is it possible to beat Minecraft trial? Let's see what this one is. Remaining time 1 minute, and it looks like this is the trial. I mean, they put the stakes right in the thumbnail. I wonder why this says Minecraft pointing at it. Like, is it not obvious that it's Minecraft? Maybe that's something that I don't know. Maybe you guys could clear this up for me. Why does it say Minecraft here? Because it makes me want to relate the remaining time to this Minecraft thing. I don't know. There's a little bit of confusion there. Honestly, the thumbnail probably could have done without that Minecraft thing. I have no idea what it's supposed to offer. It's a Minecraft trial. Yeah, I get it. It's a Minecraft trial. Should I buy Photoshop or stick Photopea? If you did this and you're just like a Minecraft YouTuber, this is fine. I don't think anything's wrong with that. The icon is Minecraft trial. See, that's what I was missing. So it's totally relevant that this is what the Minecraft trial icon looks like. I get it now. Cool, that makes sense. Then I wouldn't change any. You know what? I probably would have put a little bit of a drop shadow under these two assets, just to, like, make it pop off the background a little more. But that white stroke does the job too. I saw that you said Photoshop or Photopea. I'm pretty sure it's very similar. I use Photoshop, but, like, if money's an issue, Photopea is the OP. 2.4 million views. Oh, okay. Well, here I am saying, like, okay, this is great, and everybody else in the world said that too. Cool. Yeah, now, see, that's the kind of thing I don't know. Like, sometimes these icons and stuff, it's just like, that's context that I'm missing because I don't play the game. Okay, why Ralsei is Asriel. Okay, see, this is one of those where it's like, I don't understand. That said, the style here is really cool. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my landscapers just showed up. And by landscapers, I mean the guys that I pay to mow. All right, why Razi is Asriel? Okay, okay, this is more of like a theory about the game. Cool. I almost wonder, since this is such a unique look of a game, if maybe something... I mean, tell me that's not a Zelda ripoff right there. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. But anyway, this is the legend of... I swear to God if it says Zelda. Delta... Oh, come on. Ridiculous. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, I really like the style. I just wonder if showing like a game style in your thumbnail might help. Like, I would A/B it just to see if anybody... if it gets more attention. I would not A/B it right now because it seems like you're climbing and it's going to keep climbing. So I would recommend just sticking with it. And like I said, I really like the style. So it seems really cool. The text pops out. It's readable. I like it. I don't have much else to say about that besides trying the game version. Bro, why he's stalking me? Phasmophobia. You know, this arrow, it pops. I would almost want a more, like, scary arrow. Like a more grungy arrow. Does that make sense? And you don't have to do this, but what I mean by that is... Hold on. I'll find what I'm looking for here. Something like this, where it's kind of more, like, scraped. You know what I mean? Just like a more grungy arrow. Your arrow just seems like everything was done very well. As far, like, it seems like the thumbnail had a lot of forethought into it, and then you just went on Google and grabbed the first arrow you found. And that's kind of what that felt like. But it still pops, like I said. I really like it. Your reaction, totally fine. Your reaction doesn't necessarily fit the vibe of the thumbnail, but it's not so bad. Bro, why is he stalking me? You're also setting an expectation where you can really see, you know, a lot of these games, a lot of these gaming thumbnails, they usually cut themselves out and like put them in front rather than use the little window that they're in. And so I would try that next time. Maybe use like a cutout if you possibly can. And like, you can't do it from this footage. I understand that. You need to take a different picture. That's usually that's what I recommend, at least. Take a picture of like a reaction, okay? And also I tell people the craziest thing that happened in the game, that's something to feature on a thumbnail. It's, you know, something to think about. If him showing up is the craziest thing, then good call. But maybe there's something crazier. Okay, let me go ahead and pick a couple more here. This is gonna be non-gaming. The lights. Yeah, the lights. Yeah, they definitely look different. Bow, bow, bow. That's interesting right there. Okay. Okay. The title on that one got me. Oh, man. I opened one, but then I realized it was gaming, and they put it in the wrong form. I gotta follow the rules. How many did I pick in the gaming? 5? Okay, here we go. I picked some. Cool. All right. I said AI can't rap. It proved me wrong. Okay, interesting. Discord rap battle. You know, this one's interesting because it's kind of showing what you would probably want to show. It's just kind of mixing up too many things. But first, I would get rid of this Discord thing. Like that's too much. That catches my eye immediately, and then I have to like go back to the other stuff and like really think about what all this means. And I'm never given a video that much time. You versus ChatGPT, but it's in Discord, so you can't show the ChatGPT UI. I just think maybe it's too many things going on. See, this right here is a great image. Challenge accepted, showing like its messaging. Yeah, I mean, this is really dope. I would try one that is the messaging. Yeah, man, these shots are really cool. I'd have to watch to get more ideas, but you know, when I think of like Beluga and stuff, I think that the stuff that you're showing in your video is probably something that you want to put in here. And if ChatGPT said something absolutely nuts, or like ChatGPT got bars, then that's something to include in your thumbnail. Okay, what is this one? Is it really possible $2,000? Is it possible for Putin to ride a $2,000 thing? I'm not sure what that is. Hold on. Sorry guys, I know it might be a little loud because these guys are blowing the grass off the sidewalks. Are flying scooters the future of transportation? Oh, I had no idea that these were flying scooters. I mean, you're making it so important, this number, this 2,000 number. Will $2,000 flying scooters change travel forever? Like, flying scooters, first of all, are the crazy thing about this. The fact that you're like, you're saying like, well, it's only $2,000. It's like, yeah, but the more important thing is that there are flying scooters, right? Like, not everybody knows that. So the $2,000 thing is just not interesting in this case, where you could have like a really solid image of the flying scooter, and yeah, I would show that. And then as far as the politics of it, Japanese flying scooter change travel forever. And I would go look at like some Veritasium or something. Like, that's kind of where I would get the idea for the thumbnail. Like showing just the product. Yeah, that's what I would do. If there was a person sideways on it, and that's so interesting. Anyway, yeah, so this is just you're confusing me with the $2,000 and you got Putin there, and is it really possible? And these are so small in the picture that I don't know what they are. I thought that they were mopeds. They got little rocket boosters on them, but you're taking the clarity away from the idea you're trying to pitch, and people won't dig into a thumbnail to try to figure it out. So hopefully that helps you. People just don't do that. We don't give things chances. 3D strawberry that's beginner friendly. Viral strawberry nail art. What makes it viral? I'm just curious why the word viral is in there. And like I said, this could be a context thing that I'm missing, but why put the word viral in there unless you're talking about something that went viral? Like viral memes, I get. Strawberry, cute strawberry, right? Do not eat strawberry nail tutorial. Okay, yeah, none of these. This one says trying viral 3D strawberry nail art. Yeah, they did it too. Viral strawberry nail art. Wait, that's you. Never mind. Yeah, I would take that word viral out of there. That's a little weird. Anyway. So, let's try it. I mean, if you are trying a trend, I guess I understand why you're saying viral. Okay, all right. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong here. Thank you for giving me the benefit of the doubt here. But if you were like, if you found a trend that's I'm trying this trend or something like that, trend could work, but make sure you start the video with you watching it. Because you're setting up like, I see this. Think of how many shorts you see where the person watches it and then they're like, I can do that. And then they do it. Like, that's the kind of setup you want for a video like this. Okay? All right. That said, I would not show this. This makes more sense. But when I'm thinking nail art, I'm literally thinking of this angle right here. Just imagine this hand on a table. Man, screw it. Okay, so I'm thinking of something like this, right? But like painted nails or something. And then the other hand is painting a nail, and you've got 3 strawberries, and then the one that you're working on. Like, that's the thumbnail, in my opinion. You know what I mean? That's, if you go and you look up nail art, I'm sure that's what they're showing. They're showing the nails either like this or like this. You know? A lot of them are doing this. Like, they're grabbing onto something and showing in that at that angle. So just for everybody that are wondering like where to get the data of what works, just start searching around on YouTube of what works, and then like that'll get you started. Then you'll see, okay, I am kind of doing what they're doing, but I'm doing it my way. And that way you're kind of already a step ahead, because these people, they've been doing this for a long time and they already know that certain things work. And so that's where you get started. Now, all that said, your image is super cool and super unique, but it lacks clarity. I wouldn't be able to tell that these were nails. There's no context of a hand or anything on there. Let's try it. Yeah, you're not really given that idea. Like I said, this one's closer, but without seeing them on the hand, it looks like maybe that's you in the background, just being really excited and high-fiving whatever this thing is. Okay. That said, take out this Miss Joe's Nail Company if you decide to work with that one. You did it here. I really like it. And I love how simple you made this. And your colors are incredible. And your text, it's like, it's not super contrasty, but it is like so visible, right? Just that little pink glow is super cool. So there's a crap load of positives for you. You got the eye for sure. Okay. Teletubby jump scare stranger on Omega. What is this? Oh my god. I mean, I saw it for a second earlier, but now, dude, this is insane. What is this? Okay. Anyway, is this the new Omegle, like Omegle? Is that a different thing now? This, I don't know if this is the format. What is this down here? Looks like, maybe they blurred it or something, but it looks like AI wrote their names down here. Okay, let's look up scaring on Omegle. I just want to see what the format is. You probably nailed the format. All right, so guy is on the left. The person that's doing it is on the left. Person that's doing it is on the left. Person that's scary is on the left. Okay, so you get what I'm going with here. Put yourself on the left first. That seems to work. And then Omegle at the top left, talk to strangers. You seem to have that sort of nailed down, but there's a monkey up here. I don't know what this stuff is. But, yeah, you have the format down. So I guess I just think that them reacting is not that interesting to me. It just that it doesn't look like they're scared or anything. It almost looks like somebody's pretending. And then you have another person in there. So now I'm trying to think of like who is this? That's obviously not real. It looks like somebody got cut out and put in that frame. And that said, you cutting yourself out and putting you over a frame with a fake scary guy, it gives me the impression that a lot of this isn't genuine, and I probably won't give you a chance over somebody else when I see something like this and it looks like it's a real screenshot. Okay, so go for screenshots. This looks like that could be a screenshot. They all fit in the box because it looks like a screenshot. Okay, there you go. That was a crap load of value. SVT Lightning long tube headers and 2.6 liter Kinney ball supercharger installation. Sometimes I'm like, titles are way too long, but then I think I'm pretty sure they had to have all that in there, so I don't know. All right, let's see what we got here. No problem, toasty dogs. You are welcome. Finally, something automotive. Okay, so we got people that. Hey, this is so nice. Thank you. Watching and listening to reviews of anyone's thumbnails is going to be helpful. It's true. Take what I'm saying and apply it to you. Like, if you're doing something where you're interacting with people over an app or something, screen caps really help, regardless of it being in an Omegle situation or on Discord or whatever. So yeah, that can apply to a lot of people, just like me telling the nail girl, Poppy Polish. I'm so sorry, I don't remember, but like searching through YouTube and finding what works and like taking that idea and applying it to what, like it all works for all of us. Okay, rant over. Anyway, more flow. These are more flow. Okay. This is set up like it needs to be a versus. I can't tell which one's better. And if they're not, if they're both the same thing, aren't they? One isn't better than the other. You're just saying that these are really good. They have more flow. Show one of them, right? You want people to be, if you're going to focus on like the benefits of an item, only show one and like show it closer, right? So like if it's also in the context of the car after your install, like that is what I think a lot of people might want to see. Let's do this here. Like this in the box also gives me like, this is authentic. This is a genuine, like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. When I see that shot first, I'm like, oh, okay, like that's where I want to be here. After I watch this video, I want to be opening my own box. So that is a great first shot, by the way. Man, what a cool channel. I just wanted to see if there's any like shots that. No, okay, there's really not. Anyway, let me search this and see if anything pops up. Whoops. Tube headers. Okay, see this one right here showed the one item, and like theirs isn't very good either. They only got 20,000 views, but that's 20,000 views, right? SVT Lightning update. Had they shown a little bit more of it, and I swear if they had flipped it around and showed that flow area, it would perform so much better. Also, they put text where the times stamp thingy like goes over, and that's a no-no. It looks like you're in a solid niche here, so you're kind of setting the standard on this one. Okay, so I'd recommend taking one item, making it up close. You could put this SVT logo in there if you want it. I don't think more flow is gonna get people to click. What they're clicking to understand how the install goes, right? I think that's what they're clicking for. You really gotta put yourself in the perspective of the viewer and think like, what do they really want to see? SVT Lightning long tube headers and 2.6 liter supercharger installation. Okay, so they want to see that installation. Yeah, so you might be trying to sell it. I get it. So the more flow makes sense, but hopefully that helps you a little bit. Show it up close. Get people's attentions. Sorry, I'm looking at people talking crap. Okay. We're gonna do gaming now. Let's roll through a bunch more games. This one is cool. I'm actually gonna sort so you guys, the new submitters, get a chance. Oh, John Scott. Okay. Down. Okay, I have picked a few. These were random. Okay. Easiest strategy to beat deflation round 100. Easiest strategy. Okay, cool. Let's see it in detail. Show me a little bit of this strategy, and that way I know I'm gonna get what I click for. Easiest way to beat deflation round 100. Okay, so you're repeating the title now. You're not showing me anything about this strategy. You're just saying like this is kind of what you get. Beat round 100 in deflation mode, easiest way. All right. Instead, what you should be showing is a screenshot, and like I don't know how this game works, but just bear with me here. You have a screenshot of this, and then you draw a line over where they should go, or you like highlight the 3 weapons that you need to buy or something along those lines. Like show a little bit of this strategy, not all of it, but show a little bit. Like step 1, point at gun, right? I don't know how to play this again, but show a little bit of that strategy, and I think people will trust it, right? You could also show that this is how much money you're gonna get, right? But this right here, this text doesn't fit well over what you've got going on. If anything, make it white with a black outline with a little bit of drop shadow, like I did in this one. Just imagine this, but white. Your outline, the white outline is just it's not working for that. But also it's too many words, right? You just make it a simple, like, here's part 1 of the strategy, and then bring them in through that, okay? Hopefully that helps you. Moving on to Marvel Rivals Glorious Journey Part 3, wolfing it up, kinda. Okay, this is interesting. The Glorious Journey through Marvel Rivals Part 3. Okay, you kind of repeated the title there. Like, don't do that. Just, like, show something interesting, like, add to it. Don't repeat it, right? Okay, so this is visually interesting, and it seems like that's where you went with this, so that makes sense. How did that miss? That is so much better than showing all this crap, okay? Like 4 words, easy to understand. How did that miss? But you're not giving the viewer anything to invest in, right? It's just like, how did that miss? Okay. You're kind of showing your reaction, but you haven't given anybody any time to invest in it. This right here, just this shot alone would perform better than your thumbnail. And it's because they know exactly what they're going to get out of it. They're like, oh, whoa, I haven't seen a game like that before. Some people might think that. It's like the game UI. So if, say, you sliced through an opponent right here and you took a screenshot of that and put, how did that miss, and point an arrow to it or something, then it makes sense. And then people are like, okay, I know exactly what I'm getting when I click on that. Hopefully that makes sense to you. When I think of game screenshots, I always think like, I want it, you can have a lot going on as long as there's clarity. If it's a freaking like mess, like a grenade blew up and there's like so much stuff, you're showing chaos, but there's no context before it. And so people's eyes glaze right over it. So yeah, make sure that your character is very clear in the image. Make sure Wolverine is very visible in the image if you're going to show a lot of chaos. Yeah, hopefully that helps you a little bit. Let's move on. By the way, gamers, showing the game like is always a move. Okay? You don't, because a lot of people fall in this trap of watching thumbnail streams and stuff like that, and they hear a lot of this advice and they think, okay, I have to apply that. But really break it down. What gets the viewer interested? What is your video about? Like, really think about that, because sometimes it's as simple as here's the screenshot of my game, right? And that's all about conveying the idea. You can make them curious with how did that miss, and you can catch the eye with a bunch of color or whatever you're trying to do. That's the 3 C's of thumbnail BS. Awoken Warriors Evolved, episode 3. This is interesting. Are you drawing these? Man, this is the kind of stuff that I did when I was a kid. Yeah, this is, except I made Stick Death. I was all about that Macromedia Flash. Okay, sweet. So you're kind of just telling your own stories. This is cool. I mean, you're really showing people what they're getting. You're setting up that expectation, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm wondering if it's your best image, though. I think, like, this one is pretty interesting. It, like, you can kind of see what's going on there. Just the character alone is a little more boring compared to what else is going on. That's interesting, too. Yeah, you're telling your own stories here. It would be super cool if you had your own characters. And they might look like DBZ, but yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to see if there was anything else. That is super cool right there. And what I really like about it is it's widescreen. So you actually kind of fill out the frame. So take that however you want. The cool shots and making it full screen, really, really cool. But make sure to convey what you're actually doing. I don't see it described anywhere in here. Yeah, I guess the episode 23 is fine. Yeah, this is super cool. Okay. Yeah, just keep working at it. Honestly, this is the kind of stuff that takes dedication, and here in a couple of years, people are going to be tuning in. Okay, let's I mean, they're tuning in now, but I mean,
de nieuwe Minecraft update is al beschikbaar.
The new Minecraft update is insane update. I would recommend showing something Minecraft related, like what is the update about, and pointing that out through the game graphics. Because right now it's just like, hey, this insane Minecraft update is totally about me. Like, yeah, that's tough. And if you're gonna use yellow, put black text over it. That white over yellow it doesn't work. What is, you guys got like a podcast here? Man, this is cool. All right. I wish I had this kind of stuff when I was this young. Yeah, it's more like a podcast, so I guess I get it. Man, it is a podcast. Okay. All right. Yeah, I see the bricks, but I just don't get Minecraft visually immediately. Insane update is fine, but only if it's paired with something visual from Minecraft. If in like in the podcast niche, you're kind of doing where important quotes go, and you're just saying insane update. So I don't necessarily know if the quotes are necessary. I don't think you need them. But yeah, I would definitely want more Minecraft imagery. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. Like this, Stardew Valley. That's a lot of Stardew Valley imagery. What? Why is he in there? I finally watched the Bobby Lee and Eric Barone Stardew Valley podcast live. Okay. All right. Well, if it's you reacting to them playing. Is that what's going on here? Hold on.
Visited very often.
It looks like you're playing it.
The electric.
Okay, so I think as a newcomer to this channel, I don't know what you're doing. I think you're playing Stardew Valley and talking about stuff. And that's where I'm getting lost. I finally watched Bobby Lee and Eric Barone. Stardew Valley. So it seems like they had a podcast and that's what you're watching.
Water heaters heat the water by electrically heating it.
But this looks like
not by fire.
I'm so sorry. As somebody new to this channel, you have confused them big time. I feel really bad about that, but I don't see anything about Bobby Lee or Eric in here at all. So it's just a little confusing. It seems like it's just like a let's play. So I don't know where to take you on this thumbnail. If it's something that you just talked about, then that's fine, but it's more like a let's play. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know where to take you on that one. It seems like you got a bit of a core audience and they know what's going on. Let me take a look at these others here. Stardew Valley voiced live. That's another that's just another variable that confuses me. I'm so sorry. There's a dog. Okay. I don't know what to tell you on this one, man. I'm really confused and apologetic. Please hop in the Discord and fill me in. John Scott.
The Nintendo Switch
John Scott
2 launches on June 5th, but do you even
it's
care?
Koi Fish.
Does anybody?
Why is everyone hating on the Switch 2? Okay, let's take a look at this. Koi Fish. Is he in here? Koi Fish is one of our mods in here. I just didn't know if... Yeah, he's here. Okay. All right, so Switch 2, hate or hype. I really love the text. Like red, white, and blue always pops, especially if it matches the Switch, which is just a bonus. So I love that the way that you've created the text here. Let me take a look here at... Actually, first, I want to check something out on YouTube. I'm wondering how many people put the Nintendo branding in it and how big they make it. It's probably not that big of a deal. Okay, so they make it a lot bigger. Yeah, it's all very big. People immediately see it and they know. So, I would probably put you holding the case. And like you're putting your hand like a 5, which I don't know what that means unless you're giving it like 5 stars out of 5 or something. But like, it looks like you should be holding it instead. So if you had it on your left hand, like in your left hand, like this angle, like that, then you could be holding the Switch 2 box, just like Photoshop it in or whatever. And it's so close that people immediately recognize it. Switch 2 hater hype. I don't know if that is like you're posing a question in your thumbnail. You're definitely not taking a point of view on your thumbnail, and taking a point of view, be it spiky especially, will get more clicks than just say, is it this or is it that? But that doesn't always work. So this is Switch 2. People want to know like all the details of both sides, so this is fine. Just something to keep in mind for later. Having a spiky point of view will really help you out. I'd get rid of this AI switch in the background. It just, I think that you would stand out much more if you were just holding it up. And I say AI because the buttons don't look like they're Nintendo Switch buttons. All that said, so you got the text and you've got you holding it up, then I would just make the background different. I think I just don't like the background because it adds too much noise visually to the whole thing. If it was just you and the text with more of like a gradient, even if it's like a gradient room, I think that would help out a lot. Let me see if I can show you what I mean, because this is... yeah, I made this for somebody else, but you can see that this has like a line in the bottom that's more of like a floor. And so that's what I call a gradient room. Just like this has a line in the back, which is like a floor. But I think that would help you out a lot. So it would be much more easy to understand, and like there would be some visual clarity there. Anyway, yeah, simplify it. It's just a lot of noise going on back there. Other than that, it seems like you're showing everything that you should be showing. Why is everyone hating on the Switch 2? Now the text in the thumbnail makes sense to me. It's, yeah, hater hype. Yeah, it makes sense to me now because that's what you're clearing up in your video. That's very cool. Dude, have you ever considered putting your eyes on the eye line? Like, lowering your camera or something? Like, this right here, the top third, should be eyes. Eyes, right here.
Do I even care anymore?
Just something to consider. Anyway, yeah, let's go back to... That was non-gaming? No, that was... I can't remember. Because Koi Fish is gaming, but I don't think that was gaming. Somebody help me out. I like to show CRTs. Well, I mean, keep in mind, there's always a star. So that was gaming, right? Yeah, that was gaming. All right, let's go organize this a little more. Back to non-gaming. Thank you, guys. I don't think it was gaming. It was gaming. See? This is why it's tough. You guys. Whenever I buy something, I know what'll happen when I get home with a new toy. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I brought that up. Okay, we're doing outdoors one. That's a live. Okay, this is fine. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit longer than an hour because we're just kind of cruising through. Okay, I don't even know why that's open. Oh, I forgot to say
the creek
about the
is
lights. I got
currently
sponsored by a light,
11:30 right now.
a light company for my other channel. I'm kind of like doing shorts every day or every other day, and I'm like counting how many subscribers I get every day on Twitter, all the way up to 1 million, and I'm kind of showing what I'm doing. But yeah, somebody decided to send me lights and stuff, so it's very, very cool. Somebody had asked me earlier, and I totally
it's
forgot
reproduced as we speak. That's the boot.
to answer that question. Sorry, I want to pause.
If you ask
these.
Walt, he'd.
Bum, bum, bum. I've seen your shorts on For You page yesterday. Yeah, they're blowing up. They're blowing up. Yeah, my Twitter name is Hey John Scott. If you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing and my personal stuff, a lot of times when they do this Twitter contest, I'll hop in and start answering, or I'll start helping people out with their thumbnails. Which actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that Twitter contest now. But I will go through and give people advice through that too, just because I can't get to everybody, and yesterday I was helping some people out. So at Hey John Scott is my Twitter thingy, and of course at vidIQ is who hosts this Twitter contest. And this is really cool. It looks almost like a Dodford type thumbnail. So when I see this, I think, oh, they were right. His tooth is like right in the center of his face, which is fine. Somebody told me that one time, and now I see it. Yeah, so this definitely feels like a movie documentary to me. Let's see if that's what this is. The insane production of Mission Impossible. It's a movie documentary. Okay, nailed it. 1996. Oh, okay. I gotta be honest, I don't really... I guess you could probably go the route of... Oh, man. What was that channel? I used to watch a channel that really broke down a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, and I can't remember what it's called. But you could show something from behind the scenes and really, like, amp that up as a thumbnail. Man, this was only 13 days ago. Holy crap. The incomplete script, the score problem. Dude, I'm gonna watch this. Hold on. I'm gonna... Sorry. Give me a second, guys. Actually, I wanna watch this. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Cinematography. So yeah, stunts probably. That's where you'd want to go. Any like shot from the stunts.
Or that's gonna
like,
come cascade.
Anything that's like that dude just getting like ripped backwards on the line. If you had something along those lines, or where he falls, right? Hold on, I just saw something that looked really. That is a freaking thumbnail right there, and you have an arrow pointing and it says wedgie. Like that is so freaking. That's a thumbnail. Anyway, yeah, worst wedgie. The insane production of Mission Impossible. That catches my eye like crazy. Honestly, that I could see that being a thumbnail with like text or whatever. Anyway, yeah, if I were gonna do that, just if I wanted to make that a thumbnail, I'd put him on probably the right third. And I would flip it. Oh yeah, that leading line right there. Man, this is a great thumbnail. Honestly, I would probably use this. You don't have to switch it, but like because you already have momentum, but this is really, really cool. And then you have text here, which I wouldn't make. I mean, yellow does pop, but it's not very Mission Impossible. Black might be the way to go with a, I don't know. Nope, probably white then. I don't know, man. You could go yellow. You could do whatever you want. You're free to do whatever you want. But I think that this is really dope, honestly. And yeah, so you got text and then it's pointing like right at his butt. That's, or you could like make the arrow go down to a side, something like that. That's very, very cool. Anyway, yeah, blue would work. Snowy, you're on to something. And the surprise when he didn't faceplant in the film. Did we all see the same short? Did we all see like it took him a bunch of times and then they put weights on his feet or something like that and he finally got it? Yeah, I think we all saw it. But anyway, very, very cool.
That we could pull from this scene is that Tom Cruise would utilize British pound coins in his shoes to act as counterweights to allow him to
he said coins in the short and I didn't know what that meant. I just assumed it was weights.
Balance properly while doing.
Okay, anyway, sorry, let's just not like watch this person's stuff. Okay, anyway, hopefully that helped you out a little bit. First night catfishing this year. Filled the cooler. All right, I would probably like the lighting, man. It's just bad quality all around. The lighting doesn't. When I see something like this, I don't click because I think that that's going to be a waste of my time because of just the quality alone. But then you have this video that looks so freaking sharp and nice. And dude, that's, yeah, if anything, I would grab a screen cap. You could, just like this person in the nighttime is very cool. You could go all Sam Solik with this and like this. Hold on one sec. Like this shot right here is super authentic and genuine. And you can see it's a catfish on a hook. Like it's just these, you know, it's the first night catfishing. This is totally more clickable than Filled the Cooler and like these two. It's just, it's tough, right? It was overproduced as a thumbnail compared to like the experience that you're going to get when you watch this. So take that however you'd like, but that's what I would do. Can busy dads really lose 20 pounds without tracking their habits? Avoid this with 1 minute habits. One sec. Avoid this. Oh, just some dude eating on a couch. I don't think that this is powerful enough. Also, if you superimpose your head on something else, it almost makes me think, I don't know. I don't want to say that. It doesn't give me the impression of like amateurish, but I would prefer to see something like real, something that you are going to show me in the video. Something from personal experience, right? Because that's really what you're talking about. Even like the little checkbox thing that you had looked cool. If you have a video of you exercising, something along those lines, that would be worth it. Before and after image of you, that would be worth it. This is not a personal video. This is just research. Let's see.
You wanted to imagine it into your days.
If this isn't a personal story and it's just research, then I would probably try to do a more researchy type, here's like information that you need type thumbnail. But all that said, I think that this orange is a little bit of a, I don't know. I would make it white with a black outline. The 1 minute habits thing, I don't know. Like, if you only focused on 1 minute habits, like the 1 minute habit, and it points at something, then I'm like, okay, what is the 1 minute habit? It's this unique mechanism that you have in your video that I don't know. So I get it. Avoid this with 1 minute habits. It's almost like you're pitching two different things. And I might be overthinking a little, but if there's a way to simplify it, I would try. And that yellow on that blue looks really, really solid. I like that look as far as education goes. Okay, something to consider. Let's move on to plans changed, new ideas for the room and the Pilates machine. Nice. Nice. Please don't make me move the Okay, so this text is a little difficult to read. Please don't make me move the Pilates machine again. It had to be done. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. I would probably show something more of the action, like more into the action. And also, when you start your video, it looks like you guys are sitting for 2 straight minutes, 3 straight minutes, 4 minutes. 4 minutes of sitting and talking when you could be showing action. I think people, like your retention, people might be tuning out a little bit. And if you show examples of the things that you're talking about as you're talking about them, then your first recording becomes a voiceover over what is actually happening. Okay, so that is something to consider. Just editing wise, I think that would help you a lot. What is the deal with the bows? I think the don't make me move the Pilates machine again thing is funny, but I think showing this, like this shot right here, is interesting. Like she made me move it again is kind of funny. But plans changed, new ideas for the room and the Pilates machine. Yeah, I'd show the action. Like people want an inside look into your life, and this, you're giving me a preview of you guys talking at a table, but you show so much more in the video. Give us a preview of that, right? Like this is like, point out something interesting in the room, or we are lifting, like we have to lift this. Like this, if this said like 50 pounds and an arrow pointing at it and you two are like holding it, then that's interesting to me. Like I visually get that, I understand it, and I feel like I'm gonna be brought into this adventure that you guys are on. So yeah, I would try that. Just something like one of these shots, but both of you are holding it. That's what I would do. Okay, best versus worst TV dads of all time. That's both of them are freaking Bryan Cranston. you got Hal, and then you got Walter White. TV dads. I like this a lot. I don't recognize this person, and it's probably because it's you, but I think this would perform better if you had an image of only the dads, just because I don't know you, and so man, lower thirds, come on guys, this is just I don't know you, but if you show only the dads, I'm getting the impression that like this is more of like an essay, right? And so I'm more inclined to click on only the dads rather than this new guy that I have to get to know. And I'm only saying this because you're such a small channel. After you get to a certain point, then like it's you and your thing, and people are clicking because of you, but you're just getting started. I would probably just show the dads and go with that. Okay, TV dads real big at the top, and then you have them all in the horizontal. Because it would be easy to do if you remove yourself from the equation, but it's like you had to force yourself in there, and it's, I don't know. That's my opinion. I'm more inclined to click if you're not in there right now, because I don't recognize you. But that won't always be the case. Okay, my experience with a 75,000 mile supercharged Audi Audi S4. Your experience, okay? So what I'm imagining in the thumbnail is something crazy that happened in your experience, or something super interesting that you're gonna show in this video, because your experience has to be so good that I'm gonna click and watch. Okay, I don't only want it to be about the car, I want it to be about your story. So let's see what we got. Okay, I see check engine and I see the car. Cool. If you actually showed me the dash with the check engine light, I think that might be a little more impactful. Like, people are searching supercharged Audi S4 75,000. They probably not 75,000, but they're searching this and they want to know what's up with it. And if I see a check engine light, a real dash check engine light, something actually real, not photoshopped, this thing that you had to deal with, then I'm gonna click and I'm gonna watch it. And it seems like it's a pretty popular topic at this point. Like 5,000 views. Yeah. This really worked for you. And it makes me wonder if it's because you actually show the car. And if so, then all you gotta do is do a half and half, right? You could actually use the same image and then do a square up here with the check engine light going on. And if you didn't happen to get footage of that, then that's fine. You could just go find an image, but make it real. That's my opinion on the subject. It's performing well though. That has a bad word in it, so I can't use it. Okay, back to gaming. Somebody said somebody may want to warn him. Yeah, I caught it. I caught it. Check engine lights are yellow, not green. Green sends mixed message. Like, I thought it looked weird though. Not your wife, but the check engine light. I thought, yeah, wait, hold on, that's not right. Yeah, so that's just another thing. Another thing to think about. Okay. We're doing gaming now. Right? Right, guys? Okay. Why is that not working? Oh my god, why do people... Come on. I don't understand why people send the same video. If you guys are trying to get... If you're trying to get as much help as possible, you'd want to send a different video and learn more stuff about your progress. Okay.
In just 4...
Cool. Sorry,
Coming up.
I'm pausing all of them, so I don't have to deal with that.
Someone just uploaded.
Alright, I clicked on like 3 different Minecrafts, so some of you aren't gonna make it.
What is that?
Oh my god, another Minecraft. Man, y'all just... Okay, anyway. The Night Lord is not who you think it is. Night Rain, mysterious Night Lord. Okay. Elden Ring lore. Okay, cool. All right, it's fine. This is probably your character or branding or something along those lines. Yep, that's your profile picture there. So I think it's okay. Alternatively, you could go like actually showing the game and something interesting about the Night Lord or whatever.
When I ask you who are the
looks like this is your whole style brand thing that you got going on. So, and you know what? Hold on. That one performs. Not. That one performs. Okay. Every single one you do about Night Rain typically performs. I feel like you're getting a lot of search traffic. So, the Night Lord is not who you think about. Night Rain, Mysterious Night Lord. Okay. I mean, I think it's fine. It's like maybe they don't know that he looks like this, and that's cool. Or maybe he shapeshifts into something like this, and like you want to hold that back, and that makes sense to me. So yeah, I don't really have much to offer. You kind of have your own brand thing. If I were like it seems like you got a Night Ring thing going on, so maybe, I mean, you keep that up. I don't know. Some of these are hit or miss. You know, some of these work for you, some of them don't. I would just keep making stuff in the same style that you're doing, because it seems like people are getting used to it, and they're recognizing you've done something that I find annoying, which is branding with a character and all this stuff. And I used to do it too, but like I find it annoying because I help smaller channels, and so many try to do it and fail. You're not failing. You're actually doing it, and like I like it. Like, it makes sense. I really like that people can have like a character or a mascot represent them, but it's so overdone and so tough to pull off when they could focus on other things in their thumbnail and really like raise themselves up. So I don't think you're annoying. I don't think it's annoying. I think it's just overdone. And it's nice to see one actually work. So keep it up. All right, VR chat is more than just a game. Okay. What is VR chat? A group, a community, a forum, a home. Show some shots from VR chat. That's gonna help you more than Blackboard. Yeah. Yep. That's my tip. Show some shots from VR chat. I would go more like, if you just showed like a bunch of people standing having fun or whatever. Look, this here, let me make your thumbnail real quick. There you go. That's it. What is that? Smoke? Yeah, it's smoke. Oh, come on. I can't. One sec. I gotta stop this. Bam, bum, bum, bum. I had to turn off my screen share because it was in the way of what I had to click. There we go. Do, do, do. Actually, yeah, one sec. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so like this, whoops. This right here feels so much better to me. Like just something simple like this, you can make it, yellow would really pop off the blue, but like that makes more sense to me than what you've got going on. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Okay. Go through that one. After these, I'm going to go to Discord and we can wrap it up with a Q&A.
On the dock.
I'll do Discord and then I'll do a couple more than the Q&A, but the Dock and Demand show, Streets of Rage 4. See, this whole area up here is, it's taken up with something that people don't care about. This is nothing against you guys, Doc and Demand. It's just that, I don't know. I mean, there's so much space up there that could have been something else, or just left blank, and like because it's negative space, it would have caught an eye. But because you felt the need to put the Doc and Demand show in it, like, I don't know. It takes up real estate. And some of them you don't, and it's fine. But I see the word raw a lot, and I don't know why. Doc is a pro voice actor. Demand is a pro chef. You can join them. Okay, that's interesting.
Coming up on the Doc Demand Show.
Full comedy playthrough Streets of Rage. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's okay, but you're not really showing anything going on in this thumbnail that like all you're saying is Streets of Rage in it. Like this is what we're playing. So if anything, like where's the other guy? Basically what I would do is I would actually use a shot of the game and then you two in it, each on the bottom, and like something hilarious that's happening. That's what you should do. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do, at least. Someone just uploaded the Minecraft movie to YouTube. Yeah, I guess that's exactly what you would show, minus the branding here, which, as you guys know, I think is super annoying and unnecessary. But I'm clicking on this because I assume you do it to all of your thumbnails. Yep, how about that? All right. Anyway, yeah, 9,000 views. You picked exactly what you needed to show this. I would have zoomed out just a bit to give it like more negative space. Like, here, let me show you. Just get rid of that. There we go. This is what I would have done. Something along these lines, like center it, make sure there's enough negative space around it. And yeah, there. That's what I think would be the perfect thumbnail. Okay, moving on to the next. Should Halo 5 come to PC? That's interesting, but I would show this so much closer. Like this right here needs to take up this much room. I like the negative space up here, but it's like there's no point to it at this moment. I really like this Master Chief like pointing the gun. I would just bring this a little closer, and you could leave a little room up here. Halo 5 PC with an arrow. I think that would be interesting, but it's a really cool idea. Just bring the idea up closer. Making our first ever wheat farm in survival. This is actually a pretty cool thumbnail. I mean, you're showing more than the wheat farm, I think. And I probably would have only showed this image, but full screen. But it seems like you're telling your own story and your own shenanigans. So that's cool. The number 2, not sure. I guess it's a part of a series or something. But yeah, I would just show the wheat farm. That's what I would do. Okay, let's bring up this Discord here. Those Boost members get special treatment. So let's roll through these. I'm gonna pick one. Actually, I'm gonna pick them all. Ranking every hero in Kingdom Rush Origins. I don't think this is wrong. I see F here. You know, I get it, but is F really the yellow, or how does that look? Sorry, I'm trying to think of the tier list colors. F is purple or like pink or something. So if you're gonna skip a bunch of letters, which I'm not sure if people do this, like SA and then F all the way at the end, I wouldn't make it the same color as B. Okay, so that's probably what I would change. And also, I'd remove U from the equation and just keep it about the characters and then see how that works. I like that you kept one a question, because it's like, ooh, who's that character? I have to click to find out. But with you in there, it's like I get tier list, I got this question, then there's this person in there, and it's a lot to take in all at once. So I try one without you and see how that works, okay? Stitch quiz, are you ready? Are you Lilo and Stitch expert? Prove it with this. Are you a Lilo and Stitch expert? Prove it with this quiz. I am not so sure about quizzes and how they should look, but I would probably, just as a different option, sorry, let me go back to it. As a different option, show a result, like 100% or whatever, like whatever it says at the end, show a little screen cap of that also in there. Also, or instead of. I think that might be a little fun. Like, people will see that and they want to know if they can also hit 100%. Okay, so try something along those lines. Peak Fallout. Now I know why you love Fallout 3. Peak Fallout. Just without clicking this, I'm not so sure what you're talking about in this at all. What's peak Fallout? Something you got to give me a little more as a new viewer, because I see peak Fallout and I'm like, what? Like, I see a Pip-Boy and then the Fallout guy. I can't remember what his name is, but like, it's just, you got to show me a little. It's probably commentary. You're probably doing commentary, but because I don't know you, I need a little more in that thumbnail than just peak Fallout, right? Let's see, Vault 101, The Wasteland Simulation, 21x6. There's a lot that you're saying in this, probably, and I just, like, pick something and kind of focus on a detail and make that your thumbnail, okay? You can still keep peak Fallout, but, like, you got to show something, give a little more, okay? This one, I'm scared of swinging ships. Can I beat this fear? That is interesting. I am here. I wouldn't change anything about it. I'd probably spice up the color a little bit. Maybe I would make it look more bright than it is. Like, I can imagine this being a Mr. Beast thumbnail. Imagine all those colors and everything. I personally would try that, like making the sky blue and stuff like that. That said, I don't think you have to do that. I think that this is really, really good, and it's obvious what's going on. I'm here. I'm scared of swinging ships. Like, I think that that's great. I probably, yeah, you don't have to change anything. Tiger versus silverback gorilla, who would win? Tiger, gorilla. I think you don't need to write tiger and gorilla on there. Also, ALC 209, I don't know what that is. But if the whole thumbnail was just tiger on the left, gorilla on the right with the verses in the middle, then that makes sense to me. I already know what that's about. I don't know how you're going to explain it. I don't know if this is going to be a simulation. I don't know.
The time fast cat lethal. The wild.
Okay, so it's just like a commentary thing. This one catches my eye more. This one is your best thumbnail. I would probably use real images, but I really like this lower third right here. Yeah, it needs more color. That was my only problem with it, is I could see this as like orange, and then actual color, it's like bluish, right? But yeah, I think that this one is really interesting. God, if only it looked real and not AI. Anyway, hopefully I gave you a little something to work with there, but if you could make that one in color and take out all that unnecessary crap, I would. Conquer the Skies. That one I wouldn't change. That one looks really, really cool. Except you spelled skies wrong. Okay, moving on. The SKIES, by the way. That's how you spell skies. The Forgotten Naruto series on PS2. This is great and all, but the background there's too much noise going on, and also there's like this little thing in the corner that I get rid of because it's unnecessary. If there was like green grass and sky in the background that looked like it was from the game, and it said hidden gems on there, I think that would catch my eye a little more. Alternatively, if you showed something that was actually hidden, like an actual screenshot of the game, that's probably where I would go first. Okay, I hit all the ones in the Discord. Thank you guys for submitting. That was really cool. I think it's cool we give the Boost members a little love. Okay, let's do some Q&A. Hashtag Q&A. Hashtag question. All right, is that how you do it? Appreciate you and the whole vidIQ crew. Help my channel immensely. Oh, good. Thanks so much. Yeah. You are quite welcome. I'm glad to hear it. Whew. Okay, I was just running through those. I'm gonna get a couple more lined up while we do a hashtag question situation. I recently started a thumbnail test and the impressions for the video have practically stopped. The impressions were doing good before too. Should I end the test or continue? If you ask me versus if you were to ask yesterday, you might get two different answers. I don't think the A/B tester is good. I don't think it works. Honestly, I can't control what type of audience my thumbnail is getting shown to. Like, I try two different thumbnails, right? And one is crappier. Practically, it's just crappier. But it gets shown to my core audience, the people that watch every video I put out. YouTube is gonna think that that's the better thumbnail. Like, that's just like, there's no objective, I don't know. It's just, that's why I don't use it. I just test one. If it doesn't do well, I change it. And then I know that it's getting tried on the exact same audience every single time. That's how I feel. So if it stopped, I can't tell you that that's why it stopped. I can just tell you that I personally, John, would stop the test and then test them on my own. Okay? Nothing against YouTube. I can't fathom it. Like, I've never had a good experience with it. Okay? All right. Let's move on before I get in trouble. Check out mine. No. But thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate it. They're picked randomly. I'm so sorry. Should thumbnails be more relative to the intro of your video to have a full flow or more overall arcing theme of the concept of the video? I think it's a bonus if you nail it. Let me just show you a little example here. I think it's a bonus if you nail it. But if you don't, I think like overall is where you want to go. Let me just go to my channel real quick because I did one recently. The impressions haven't picked up at all on it, which is kind of like I usually start getting views around like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. But this right here, this one, the world's most expensive piece of cereal. When you first start it, oh bummer. When you first start it, it's the exact same shot. It's just like a little less. This is the most expensive piece of cereal, right? So this is my thumbnail, and then it goes to this shot, and I think it's a bonus. I don't think that I had to do that, but I think that it got the idea across really well. And so if you can, if your first shot explains the whole thing and you can just add a text or whatever, then yeah, I say go for it. But it's always good to have an overall theme regardless. And if you don't do either, then you might as well not have a thumbnail. It's a really good question, Digital Dave. Give me just a sec. I'm back. Let me get my thirds off the screen. If I change the thumbnail of a video that did 30 views, will the thumbnail change help it, or is it better to re-upload it? I don't recommend re-uploading anything. What I would do, well, hold on, yeah. When should you change a thumbnail? Okay, yeah. So, I say if you're gonna change a thumbnail, you better do it when YouTube is still giving your video impressions. And when YouTube will cut off those impressions, or like when they'll start trickling down, that's unpredictable. If your video is not performing well, the faster it'll stop getting impressions. So if you're gonna change your thumbnail, but you're not getting in any impressions, nothing nothing's gonna change really. Like if you only get one impression every day, then that's one person that sees your thumbnail out of 10 or 20 on the page or whatever, and like that's not much data to go off of. So there's no guarantee that changing your thumbnail is gonna help, but you will get the most data if you change it within the first 24 hours, okay? Because that's when YouTube is typically giving you impressions. Now the video I just showed you, YouTube hasn't given it impressions yet, right? So I keep checking back because I have another thumbnail that I would like to try. I keep checking back on my impressions to see if they pick up or not. If they never pick up, then here in 200 days they could, or you could re-upload it. But if you re-upload it, you might as well go back and re-export it and do something a little different on it, because if you re-upload the same exact video to YouTube, then there's a possibility that you're gonna have a problem, and YouTube will know. And they don't like you re-uploading videos, so yeah. Anyway, when should text not be in a thumbnail? All the time and none of the time. Text, I don't know. Like, I guess if text can always be in a thumbnail if it helps convey the idea a little more, or if it creates more curiosity. It's a tough question because it doesn't really make sense to me. Yeah, when should you use text in thumbnails? That's the opposite of your question. When it helps convey the idea or create more curiosity. In the description, you'll find a video link that covers the top 15 most asked YouTube or most asked thumbnail questions. And like that, you'll probably find your answer somewhere in there. I cover like what fonts to use, what colors to use, all that crap that shouldn't really have an answer, but I at least give one. Yeah, so check that video out. Yeah. Okay. Should text be picked color-wise from the colors in the thumb? How do you pick a text color? Again, go to that video. It'll help you out, like, to understand how colors work well together. But, like, for example, this, I originally had red text that just showed the price. And then I went and I looked at a bunch of thumbnails that were kind of similar, where it was like a dude sitting down or that were showing price tags, and I recognized that they all had a red background and white text. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well that seems to work and it catches the eyes as price. Like people see that and they think price. And so I copied it because like that's how you know that things work. That's all that data on YouTube to tell me, hey John, if you really want to show a price, do a red box background and white text, and people immediately get it because it looks like a price tag. And so I was not even thinking that, but when I could see the data out there already working, then that's how I know it works. And over time, you start to realize that blue and yellow work really well together, and you know, red and white and red and green and all this stuff. You start to pick it up after a while. But yeah, that video in the description, it will help. I do a bunch of color combinations and then I show examples of them working, and yeah, that'll help you. Yeah. All of my stuff is like pushed sideways. Why is it? There we go. Why does YouTube not like re-uploading videos? Because you can just keep re-uploading and spamming YouTube until one kind of works, but like if your video sucks, it's never gonna work, and so you're just like using their data for nothing, basically. And like it's just like asking why does Facebook hate people spamming constant comments, robot comments and stuff like that? It's like you're ruining the experience for everybody else because you keep uploading the same crappy video. And like, they already gave you a chance. They already gave you some impressions, possibly, and they decided this video is not worth it. And then you put up the same video and they got to do it again because you feel like you have to re-upload. Like, it's just, after you get some impressions, if it doesn't work out, move on to the next video. Do you think animated thumbnails are less likely to get clicked than realistic ones? I know your channel because I saw it, and I recommend that. Well, when you say animated thumbnails, I think you mean like cartoon drawn, like how you do, because you can't make moving thumbnails. You need to keep them as like drawn because that's what your videos are. If you use a realistic one, then people are going to be like, ooh, that's interesting. And they click and then they see what your video is and they will leave because you didn't represent your video well enough. And like, you want the people that click, you want them to want to watch your stuff, right? If you just trap them and you clickbait them into like clicking something that they expect, like less than 1% of people are going to be like, oh, no, less than 1% of people are going to say like, oh, well, this is good enough. I'm going to stay and watch this. No, they're going to leave immediately. Sorry. I had to, my brain stopped working. Hey, Hudson Vanderpool, stop asking. Okay. You got to submit. And then like they get randomly picked. What is the definition of a truly good thumbnail? One that catches the eye, conveys the idea, and creates curiosity. That's the 3 C's. That's all they gotta do. And there's like if you can pull a little emotion out of it somehow, if you can make them feel excited or afraid or something through a simple picture, then that's the bonus. Like when you think of, here, check out this video. How Ridiculous is what it's called. This channel is so crazy. Every thumbnail makes me, like, gives me vertigo. Like, that just almost takes my breath away. And that's the 4. Like, that's the bonus. They got an emotional reaction out of me. Same thing here. Like, they're dropping all these coins. Every one just makes me think, holy crap, I've got to see how that ends. And so they do the 3 C's and then they hit the emotion as well. So that is what a truly good thumbnail does. I still cannot do that effectively. Just wanted to say thanks to John for liking my thumbnail submission. Oh, well, I'd like to say thanks to you for submitting. Okay, let's move on. All right, yeah, let's do a couple more. Was the last one gaming? Or not gaming? I can't remember. What's the best font for a thumbnail? In the video or in the description, you'll find a video, the 15 most asked questions. Watch that. Seriously, I talk about fonts. Yeah. Minecraft. Oh yeah, it was gaming. All right. Yeah, we can do. You know what? Let's not do 2-second tests. We get through so many more just by rolling through these. That one has already been clicked. That one says the N-word. That one looks interesting. Okay. Sorry, I'm just grabbing a bunch. Some of these could always do a giveaway tool. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, real quick, I'll just give these super.
For the last 10 days.
I survived on 3 cents per subscriber. Okay. Oh, this is the guy that kept asking for look at mine. Okay. So now you're here. All right. Stop asking. Random question: do you like Elden Ring? I don't play games anymore. I create content constantly, and that's like all I do and read. $78.51 budget. This, oh, sorry. Yeah, it's this guy that kept asking. By the way, don't spam ask me stuff. It's random. Do we skip if they kept asking in chat? I don't know. Am I supposed to skip them? No, I'm not gonna do that. All right, I've already been a jerk enough. $78.51 budget. It looks like you're kind of in a box with a fire, which by the way, don't do. And then there's lightning. I dig it because I know you kind of did an AI generation thing as a background, but you also put yourself, and you had the skill enough to shade it in a way to make it look like it's legit, like you are a part of the image. And like that, if you're gonna use AI, like that's the way to do it. That's a great way to do it. Okay. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. So why not fire in a thumbnail? I didn't say that. I said fire in a cardboard box. Don't do that. don't fire. Well, it catches things on fire. Okay, so that's That's whatever. Anyway, this budget though, I'm not sure what this is about. I can't visually understand what you're going through. It looks to me like you had enough money to fix this situation. But anyway, I survived on 3 cents per subscriber. I also don't understand what that means. Okay, like you have like a clever idea, I bet, and you're just lacking clarity on what that is. Thank you to everyone who helped me and subscribed. You are the reason I'm alive. Okay, I don't know, like, did you get donations or something? People donated. You made a challenge like public, and then people helped you or something. I don't know. See, these questions that I'm asking, if you could clear that up just a little bit in your packaging, then this will perform better. Okay. And that's kind of what I got. I think it's a really cool idea that you've got going on here, but your visuals in your video are cooler than your thumbnail. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay. Like, these are just so pretty. Okay, anyway, yeah, be more clear about what the stakes are here and what you're risking. Hopefully that helps you a little
literally hurting you, but I'm not surprised.
Is it just his subs times 3 cents? Yeah, I guess, but I don't know why, or I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. Is your solo queue strategy hurting you? Solo queue. 1 hour, 16 hours. This seems like something that I don't know about the game, so I can't comment on that. But what I can say is this image, the hour and 16 hours, you need to pull them away from the corners just a little bit, because it will cut off at the top, and then I'm going to think that AI did it, because AI sucks at placing text. I don't think AI did this though, because it looks fairly legit, and it looks like you just kind of put your face on it, which is cool. I mean, I think this is awesome, dude, honestly. I just don't understand what the issue is. Like, you played in the sunny time and then you played in the rain, and I guess I'm not understanding why that's bad. I mean, I get it that 16 hours is tough or something like that. I don't get it. Okay, so maybe there's a little bit of clarity that's needed out of that. Is your solo queue strategy hurting you? Because I don't know what this means, I can't comment. But anyway, that's all I got to say. Maybe I just don't understand because I don't play the game, but you might be confusing other
hello YouTube, it's Helen Town.
17 disturbing facts from around the world. True disturbing facts. Cool. But I would do fact number 7. This guy had 3 faces or something like that. Like, show that if these skulls happen to be a part of a disturbing fact, then I would do like fact number blah blah blah, and then like show something that like true disturbing facts. Let's just see what that shows up, because it's got to be. Yeah, okay, see, 25 facts that are terrifying. It's pointing out something, right? Like that, I don't know what that bite is, but I have to click to find out. So if that's what you're showing in your thumbnail, that all these skulls are something that I have to learn, it almost looks like you went to a museum, and I'm just not picking that up from what you're putting down, okay? And then of course the shorts come to play. Oh my god, this is YouTube now. And I'm a shorts creator, so I hate it. All right, anyway, hopefully that helps you a little bit. Just, I want to know what those skulls are. Maybe point something out about them. Sculpting the monster under my bed. What? I don't know how to pitch this. This is so freaking cool looking. Dude, honestly, I think that this text that you chose and then the my bleeding, I think it cheapens the image. I'd get rid of it. I think sculpting the monster under my bed is so freaking cool, and I just leave it. I would probably take that text out because that is good enough. Dude, that is straight up such a unique freaking idea. Did you blur its butt? That is so freaking funny. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I made my childhood nightmare. I just think your text is taken away from how professional you made something look. Yeah, so hopefully that helps you.
Okay, this is opening and locking the lockbox. Clears the combination and open bottom between 0 and the star sign.
Okay, cool. Unlock the lockbox, how to use this thing. Okay, this is way too many words. Step by step, locking and unlocking the best like all that, get rid of it. Using the key guard, blah, 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 get rid of it. Just show you unlocking the box. That's all you need in this thumbnail, because this is a search-based video. And people are going to search it, and they're going to hit the title, then they're going to see the lockbox in your thumbnail, and don't make it this blue color. For some reason, like that filter looks terrible. This picture right here, where you're holding it like that, or even if you're like opening it a little bit, use the natural color from your footage. It'll kill, dude. It'll just do that. Do that. Trust me. Don't even question it. Okay.
Did you know banana?
We don't do shorts.
The new Minecraft update.
Already clicked that one. Is this the best themed Merlin Park? Chessington vlog. Vampire, rattlesnake, mandrill mayhem. Okay, all right. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, yeah, honestly, I would just use a freaking, like, a picture of what you've got going on. Michael, yeah, cool, man. I'm glad I could help. Yeah, you gotta, like, those do really well. You have a lot of potential. Just go look at Lockpicking Lawyer and show what he's doing, or like kind of do what he's doing, right? Just you're showing the item, and then occasionally he'll have some text in it if there's a story to it or whatever. But yeah, Lockpicking Lawyer, good person to model after. Is this the best themed Merlin Park? I would just show a picture from this rather than what you've got going on. It seems like Merlin is a UK theme park operator who operates many parks. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so there are many Merlin parks, which could be shown in the thumbnail, I guess, but is this the best one? Okay, so this is more about the entire park. I would pick like one of these things that are happening in this shot like this. If you could point something out about it, super. But if not, then just use an image of it, because this Chessington vlog, vampire, rattlesnake, man, like this stuff, it's all confusing. All right, and if people are searching for the best themed Merlin Park or best Merlin Park, you want them to see something incredible. This doesn't look real, by the way, with all these blurs and stuff. Alternatively, you could go the Disney adult route and do 3 cool things separated into columns. Okay, search Disney adult and you'll get it. Okay, let's go ahead and do, you know what? We'll give the full 2 hours. Screw it. That's not what I want. Okay, what are we hashtagging? The coaster is real, but it's too filtered. Yeah, I figured. All right, Vicky, what are we hashtagging? You pick it. Hashtag pizza on a pineapple. Okay. Goodness. Good luck, guys. Hey, we've already got a couple. Should I pick now? It just draws between 2 people. I feel bad. I see a lot of misspellings going on. Some people are trying. John loves logos. Yeah. Oh, I got something cool to tell y'all. So if you could only see the way she loves me. If you have glasses and you deal with a lot of reflections, first I found a way to help that, which is to get a polarizer. So you can see the reflections start popping in my glasses. It's like a filter you put on your camera, and then you can twist it and you can get rid of the reflections. But that doesn't work for key lights, like Elgato key lights. And I found a solution to that. One sec. The solution is to get polarizing film, okay? It's just like this right here. Probably looks pretty weird, but I just stuck them on my Elgato lights, and now they don't like reflect way too much. This one, it is reflecting, as you can see, and it's because I have to flip it upside down, and then the reflection will completely go away. But anyway, to get rid of reflections in your glasses, first get a polarizer filter that you put over your camera, and then if some lights still reflect in your glasses, then you can get this film, and then like some of it is sticky, and you can just put it over whatever light, and then the two combinations will work. I don't know, I was thinking about doing like a tutorial on it, but that's just something I've never seen somebody talk about before. Something special that I learned. Pota on a potopo. Okay, this person is the person. Bum 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 bum.
Lying to my face.
Okay. Living with chronic illness. Living with invisible disability. Living my life to its fullest. Musings. Okay. All right. Hold on. Curious about life with disabilities. Let's explore. Service dog. Share what living multiple medical conditions. Diabetes. Okay. You know, I wonder if, man, this sucks because I don't know how to pitch this without turning you into a novelty, which is what I do, by the way. Like, brands are novel and they get attention, and so like that's this game. That's the YouTube game, is getting attention. But then it's like, okay, here's me. I have a bunch of disabilities. How do I get attention about it? Like, I don't know. I'm so sorry. This is very weird for me. I just don't know how to go about it. So I'm just going to give you more general advice. So like, I don't cross a line here. But up here, I like the style is okay. I'm not a big fan of like the font itself really, but the colors are really cool. I think this living is misspelled here. And honestly, I would try to come up with a way to combine all of this into a one pitch sentence, because you got chronic illness, invisible disability, life to its fullest, that sort of thing. This is your brand. I would try to figure out a way to put it in one sentence. And also, people come to your channel to relate to you, to get help from you probably. And so if you can turn that one sentence into how it helps them, then that's how brands work. That's how copywriting works. So that's what I would do in this case. I would also, my profile picture, I would put you in there, because like, this is not something I can relate to, this thing, but this person I can relate to. I see a human being and I can connect to that. And so anyway, I hope that helps you a little bit. And then these shining a light on okay, yeah, so you're pretty much doing exactly like the topics that I would recommend. Simple salad hack, probably not so much, but anyway, this is real tough without turning your issues into a brand, but hopefully that was enough to help you. All right, moving on. Living is spelled right. Really? Because it said Livining on the second one. KD gone crazy. Okay. People telling me I'm wrong. You're wrong. And if you don't believe me, go back and look. I'm sassy today. Just here to chill, vibe in game. I play whatever feels fun and whoever's down. Dude, that's what's up. Let's see what you got. Like no videos. Okay. These freaking thumbnails are great. I almost like want to zoom in to. I don't know. Maybe they're AI.
Yo.
No, they're just game stuff. Oh man, Japanese cars only. If this is AI, it looks really, really good. Yeah. So the stakes, the pitch is obvious. Like you're only using Japanese cars. That's really cool. I immediately didn't know it was about games, so maybe that's something to think about. Some game UI would help, like when you're driving. Sorry, like speedometer. This interface type stuff that makes me know it's a game. I don't know how you would do it on an image like this, or you could put Need for Speed on there somewhere, right? That would help, and then I'd be like, oh, it's Need for Speed, because like that, the graphics are so good to a point where I almost don't recognize it's a game anymore. Anyway, hopefully that helps you. Drawing again. It's not AI. Cool, man. It looks really good. Man, why do I keep closing YouTube? I'm screwing this up. Screwing it up. Dr. 3H. Wait, was that it? Yeah, that's it. 133 million subscribers. All right. This is a really cool design. I like the banner. I just like the banners can be whatever, I guess, but I think the banners should do something. And I usually recommend telling people what this channel's about. Now, people get to your channel through your content, so sometimes you don't need to. Like on my banner, personally, I'll show you what I have on my banner. Like, I don't follow the whole I have to pitch my brand advice on my banner, and a lot of people do the whole subscribe for the stupid freaking cookie, which is like horrible. I put my Discord on my banner. And so that's fine. A lot of people come to me through shorts though. And so like they already know what I do. And so I just wanted to, like, here's a call to action. You can come hang out with me on that. And that's something to do. But yeah, so those are some options, or you can just leave it as is. Call to action. Here's what I do. Or you could just like, it's really cool looking. I get it. Thank you. I put new stuff. Okay, cool. Welcome to our channel. Your ultimate destination for gaming, tech unboxes, and product reviews. This has ChatGPT written all over it, dude. I see the M dash immediately and think like, like we're at a point in this content economy where just a couple sentences that are really truly written by you, a dude or a person that's like, that says what they say in their own vernacular, and like just like a real sentence, something that you would text me. That's what connects with people more than this now. People are seeing this GPT glaze everywhere, and it's not hitting. This really catches my eye, this better than glass thing. What is this? I thought this was a gaming channel. Is this the best desk upgrade? Okay, so you're kind of going more into tech, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's gaming related. But yeah, so like these thumbnails, you're naming the exact product, which is really cool. But I would give it a little more context. Back it up. What is this stuff? I don't know what this is. So I see like a mouse pad, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, I guess so. The Artisan Key 83, is that a mouse pad? Because it may be right mouse pad somewhere in there. Otherwise, you're only gonna get search traffic. Anyway, hopefully all that crap helps you. Let's do some more. Yeah, they're mouse pads. Okay, cool. Cool. Roblox Ginnling. Let's see. Okay. Subscribe. Okay. Roblox. Okay, cool. Let's play games in Roblox. You know, it's funny, all that rant I just did, this is so much more appealing to me than several paragraphs written by AI. It's just like, let's play games in Roblox. Cool. Cool. I like it. Let's do it. Holy crap. Outlier City. Wow. Goodness. Your thumbnails look so busy to me, and they are still killing it. And you know what? I think it's because these are Roblox games, and this is what they look like, and that's not something that my eye is used to. I bet that's, yeah. That's a channel name. Yeah. Yeah, this is really cool. Solid. I mean, if anything, I don't know. I might change the banner a little bit to make the guy more up close. He's so small. And so, like, if I'm scrolling through, I don't recognize immediately that it's like a Roblox character visually. Something to consider. But either way, it's fine. I don't know. I think you're doing what you need to be doing. I don't really have much to offer this. Yeah, dude. Don't take any of my advice, okay? You are on a path to success, and I'm just gonna screw it up. Let's move on. If I were to add subscribe to my banner, what's the normal way to do it? I don't know. I'd use Photoshop, but I don't recommend it. You don't have. I don't know. You can do it, but Photoshop, Canva, all that crap. Joshi Bashi Gaming. I feel like I remember this. Zero build. Oh yeah, that's it. The father-son challenge one. Yeah, that's the one I remember for sure. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Like you're showing the Fortnite characters. I mean, immediately everybody knows. I personally would. I probably wouldn't use the same name as a profile picture. I would make a profile picture like recognizable to a point where it's like a person or a character or something along those lines. Every time I think of, man, I can't even, we're at the end of the stream and my brain's not working, but faces are easy to recognize and they connect, or like a logo, like the vidIQ logo up here, like people see it, they recognize it, but because it's so far away, they kind of just see this mess of letters, like glowy letters. And so I don't immediately see Joshi Bashi if it's like so far away. Like probably like this size, I guess is what it would be. And so it just kind of looks like two white lines and some neon. All that said, this kind of gives that same AI energy, and also for hashtags don't do anything in descriptions, so I'm not sure what that's doing there. Yeah, okay, let's move on. That one seemed pretty mean, but like we went over this one in detail last time, so I hope you're planning on creating more. I mean, I see that you hadn't had something new out yet, but I hope you're planning on creating more. Because if you don't, then that's giving up, and that's no good. Cosmic Buddies. Get ready to blast off into the unknown. Cosmic Buddies is more than just a channel. It's full of emojis. It's a community space for enthusiasts passionate about sharing wonders of the world. Oh, wow. This is annoying to read. I'm going to be honest. I feel like I have to like really focus to skip over the emojis. Covering a wide range of topics in astrophysics, space technology, search for extra. Okay, our goal is to make. Yeah, come on. Let's professionalize this up a little bit. Okay, cool. Outside of that, did you know if you subscribe to me, I upload videos faster? Why is the Canva logo in there? Is this about Canva? Or, I mean...
Didn't you collide with Earth 4.5 billion years ago?
Yes, but the planet guard revived me for some...
So you're telling stories. What is that CapCut logo doing in this? That's really confusing to me. Anyway, yeah, I would probably spice this banner up too. It looks like you're trying to shove a bunch of stuff in there, and I bet the CapCut logo is in there because you took a screen cap of a video that you made, and because that's the only way you could get text. But just keep in mind, a screen cap can be edited on your phone and cropped, so I would definitely get rid of that CapCut thing. It's confusing. It's almost like you're... I don't know. It's called Cosmic Edits. You're editing in CapCut, but this is more about the stories that you're telling, right? You're not teaching people how to edit or anything like that. So it would be different if it was like something already created and then you were editing it together. But it looks like it's your original. If it was like CapCut Breaking Bad edits or whatever, then I guess the CapCut makes sense. But this just looks like original work that you just haven't paid to remove the watermark. So anyway, all right, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Everybody, I'm getting out of here. I guess I did want to do the 2 hours. Hey, I need your opinion. This person needs my opinion. What? What is it? Bye, John. Thanks for the review. Oh, you guys are welcome. CapCut, sponsored by CapCut. These are funny. You guys are so funny. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye, guys.